Rotate. Ugh, okay, I guess it's stuck in portrait. Well, hi everyone. I just wanted to catch up with you while I do my nails because it has been a few weeks, y'all. It has been a crazy few weeks and I am exhausted and stressed and overwhelmed, but I just thought that I'd take this opportunity to catch up with you guys. Also, look at this shirt. How cute is that? That is so cute. Anyway, I got it at the thrift store, so pretty dang awesome. But I'm just going to set up my little nail thing here and work on that while I chat with you guys. You guys will hear construction outside because I live in the middle of the city, and that's my life. And I'm working on the concrete outside, so that's where we're at right now. I wanted to show you guys my new Halloween set. I think that's pretty cute. It's kind of blurry, I'm sorry. I can't really get it to focus on my hand and not my face. But I think they turned out pretty cute. This is a different shape than I normally do too. It's more of like it's a little bit more of a coffin shape, and I'm digging it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this hand. This one I just took the nails off of, and I think I'm going to take this one off too. But I really like this little cat design. I found it on Pinterest and tried it, and it's a lot easier than it looks. So it's just a little cat sitting on the moon. But I love it. And then this one's just like a starry night scene. And I think I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to try to replace them all. Just these three. Because it's on my right hand, which is harder to do. But anyway, so let me catch you guys up on what's been happening. So I've had a few. Gosh, that's how bad I am right now. I've had a few pre-filmed videos that you guys have been seeing. I think my most recent one was the I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you what my most recent video was. But I've had a lot of pre-filmed videos that you guys have been seeing up until I think last week. And in the meantime, though, I have been going to doctors to figure out what's going on with my heart. I've had that heart monitor on. You guys saw the short for that. I have gone to get an echocardiogram, transthoracic echocardiogram on my heart. That ended up coming okay as far as results, but my heart monitor was the concerning one. Because it turns out that there are times that I'm sorry, guys. There are times that my heart rate has reached 248. That was the highest heart rate that it reached, which is way out of normal range as far as max heart rate goes. My longest episode lasted about 10 minutes, and if it goes longer than 10 minutes, you are at really high risk of cardiac arrest. So that's fun. I don't know what exactly has triggered this to start happening more often. I don't know. I don't know why this has all of a sudden started to become an issue. I've had these symptoms since puberty, since like 12 or 13. And it would happen maybe a handful of times a month where my heart would like race and I'd have to like sit down and take a few deep breaths for it to pass. But it's a much bigger problem than that right now. It's becoming more of a literally 10, 12, 13 times daily. Every time I go up the stairs to my house, I have about 15 stairs to go into my house, and it's becoming quite a problem. So with that, it's been a lot. And then Michael's grandma recently passed away, so we've been trying to do everything we can to get her affairs in order, get her funeral put together, and that passed on last Friday. So we finally got that out of the way. So there was a lot of stress going into that. I was in charge of doing the PowerPoint for her pictures and everything to go at her viewing. And so that's a lot of the reason why you haven't seen videos from me, because I've been busy working on that. And then plus this new added symptom of my heart has made it really difficult to have a consistent schedule, because it's just kind of whenever my body decides that it's going to work with me that day, and it's been getting really frustrating. So I do apologize that the videos are kind of on pause as of right now. It's definitely not what I want. Sorry, I had to turn on my nail lamp, but definitely not what I want, but it's what I have to do in order to figure out what's going on. So, as far as my heart thing, I went to see the doctor last week to go over the results of my heart monitor and my echo results. And with that, we had some concerns. And hang on, I gotta grab my lamp and everything. So some of the concerns that we had, the echo looked normal, so my heart is anatomically fine, but my heart rate monitor, like I was saying, my heart rate went up to 248 beats per minute, which is way out of range. That is tachycardia in its finest. And so my mom has history of SVT, which is supraventricular tachycardia syndrome, I guess. And it makes your heart go berserk. It makes it go really fast. And she has SVT and atrial fibrillation. And now, atrial fibrillation, as far as what was explained to me, was more so like it's a more resistant type of SVT, where once your heart starts to like speed up and like freak out, it doesn't respond to electrical stimulation as well. And so because of that, it sometimes they have to stop the heart and restart it, and they've had to do that with my mom a handful of times, probably twice actually, if I remember right. I was really young when it happens, but yeah. And so I was worried that that's what I had also, which is why I decided that I needed to go in and see a doctor about this whole heart thing that before I didn't even think twice about, which is strange to me why I never really thought about what was going on, because it's obviously not a normal thing, but to me it was kind of normal, you know. It was kind of just, you know, every so often my heart freaks out, and then it gets better, and then it's not a problem anymore. Like, that's just kind of how I've lived my life, I guess. It just seems odd, but, yeah. So, doing that and trying to figure out what's going on there, sorry, my brain is all over the place, I'm kind of scattered today. But my cardiologist was saying that it looks like it's something called atrial flutter, which in my impression was that atrial flutter is a type of SVT, and it's a type of like tachycardia. And so with that, there is a way that they can manage it with medication, but they highly discourage that for me because of my age. And because of the side effects that it brings about. It kind of bothered me when my doctor mentioned it, and he was just like, well, of course you don't want to take it because you can't get pregnant on it. It's like, well, how do you know that that's what I want? You know, maybe I just want to feel better right now, you know. But anyway, so they really discourage the medication aspect, and so they're setting up a consultation with a surgeon at U of U, University of Utah, to get some more information about maybe my candidacy for a heart ablation, which is where they do laparoscopic surgery. So they take a catheter and they go through your femoral artery through your like upper thigh or something, and then they go into my heart and they would cauterize or burn the part of my heart that's overactive. Because right now I just have an irregular heartbeat, and it causes extra complications when my heartbeat doesn't regulate itself well. So that's where I'm at as far as that goes. I'm supposed to be waiting for a phone call from the U of U doctor to set up a consultation, so we can kind of discuss our options. But as far as solutions for now, nothing. No solutions as to what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to manage these symptoms, how they can be even slightly better. Just wait it out, you know? And maddening, you know? That is upsetting, because this, I hate to say it, but I think that this is probably one of the most debilitating things I've had to deal with, because, you know, when my supposed EDS started to flare, I had muscle pain and stuff like that. I couldn't really walk a whole lot of distances, but I could, I could, I could manage, and I kind of knew what to expect, that it's just like I'll just always be in pain and I just kind of have to deal with it, as morbid as that sounds, that's kind of how it was. But in the overall genre of things, I kind of had a gist of what was happening, and I could point at what was hurting and, take some ibuprofen and maybe help it. Ibuprofen doesn't help heart issues, like there's nothing I can take to make it feel better. And, after the doctor was talking to me about like what my options are with the surgeon, that he's going to set up a consultation, I didn't really ask the questions that I would want to ask now, just because I was kind of in a frustrated circle of just, well, do you have any other answers for me? Like as of right now, like, can I continue living my life before next year? Because I don't think that they're going to be able to get me in for surgery until next year. And that is really frustrating because I had things that I wanted to do this year, and it seems to me like nobody cares because they just kind of they just want me to put it off, and it's really frustrating to feel like nobody else really cares how much this is affecting me. And I mean, for one, how scary it is. Like, I'm home alone most of the time. Michael's at work for most of the day. And I have to go up and down stairs to get into my house. And stairs are like one of the number one triggers for having what I call episodes. And it's really scary to have them here alone and to not know when I should call the ambulance, like when I should take myself to the hospital or something like that. So this is definitely out of my normal range of content, but right now this is my life, and I just thought maybe you guys would want to be updated on why my videos are less frequent than they have been, because I was on a pretty good posting schedule. I was on a weekly posting schedule every Thursday, and that's the way I wanted it. But now this has kind of thrown a wrench into things where I don't really know when I can film my next video, let alone when I can edit it and when I can get it posted. So that's just really frustrating when I had such a good schedule going on. But, health waits for no man, like my body is of the utmost importance because it is my vessel and vehicle to function in life. So, yeah. I know that many of you are really supportive and helpful in what's going on in my life, especially those of you who follow me on Dray of Sunshine, my second channel. But as of now, I really wish that I had more answers for you guys and for myself, but as of right now, we're just kind of doing the waiting game. It's just like, hurry up and wait, The best thing I can do right now is I've noticed that sugars and carbs make my heart symptoms worse, as well as stairs, which I can't really do much to avoid stairs going in and out of my home, which is really upsetting because I dread leaving my house now, because that means I have to do the stairs 2 sets of times. I have to go up and down them twice, I have to leave the house 4 times to let my dogs out and take them to use the bathroom and all of that jazz. And that's a lot, after Andy, too, my oldest dog, is refusing to do the stairs now, so I have to pick her up and carry her up and down the stairs. And bending over is another trigger for the hard episodes. And so I have to bend over, which triggers it. I have to do the stairs, which triggers it. I have to bend over again to put her down, which triggers it. And then I have to go back up the stairs, which triggers it. So needless to say, by the time I get back in my house, I'm miserable and I feel sick. And I just don't even understand how to explain the feeling that I get after, an episode like that. Like, it's like a hangover, kind of, I would imagine. Like, you just feel really groggy and nauseous and sick, and you feel like you're really tired and fatigued, and it's just, I just don't know how else to explain it. But yeah, ultimately, it's just miserable. It's a horrible feeling. But yet, no one really has any answers for me right now. And the only answer that I've been getting is just, we gotta wait it out so that we know what we're working with. And now they're pretty sure we know what we're working with, an atrial flutter, but there's no answers other than that besides just wait for this doctor to call you in a few weeks. Like, what do I do until then, you know? But anyways, I thought I'd just catch up with you guys and let you guys know what's going on. I have been extremely stressed and having a really hard time with my anxiety, which has been kind of triggering my fibromyalgia. And so just trying to survive, you know? But ultimately, I would love to get back to working on some DIYs for you guys. Now that Halloween is coming up, Halloween is one of my favorite seasons now, and it's just really frustrating that this is all happening during the holidays, you know, when I would be doing my best to post as many videos as I can for you guys to enjoy and try. You know, there's a lot of DIYs that I want to share with you guys, but you know, like I said, health comes first, and unfortunately, it waits for no one, and it doesn't care. It doesn't care about my schedule, it doesn't care about my channel, it doesn't care about anything but just making my life miserable, apparently. So, anyways, I think that's where I will leave it for today, you guys. If you joined me at any point of this, I really appreciate it. If you have any advice on how I cannot lose my mind in this process, I welcome it, and I really appreciate it. But as far as that goes, I think that is all. Hope you guys stay safe, be kind, try something new, and make it a great week until I see you next time. Bye.